And to answer that, yes, my characters are actually kind of a personal issue with me. I like to create a character that I could envision representing me in this game, be it fantasy or sci-fi, or if I create a female character, I would like it to be preferably as attractive as possible because I'm going to be staring at that character for a considerable amount of time. And if I'm going to do that, I kind of want to be able to look at something that's kind of attractive. So, yes, my characters are a personal choice for me, and I don't look at my characters as just a part of the game. I look at them as expressing a little bit of myself. So I'm going to show you what I do when I create a character. And this is in the game Destiny. And as a side note, Destiny is a fantastic game. I highly recommend, if you like first-person shooters or MMOs, to pick it up because this is a combination of both, but not quite either. It's somewhat unique. It does a lot of things great, does a few things sort of great, and it does a couple things poorly. But overall, I spend a lot of time in the game and I extremely enjoy it. But here we go. This is my warlock, and he is a male, and he is of the awoken species. And this is my hunter, and she is a female of the awoken species. And I have one open slot here to create a character, and today I'm going to create a second hunter. And the reason for this is I can easily flip gear between the two characters and use that second hunter to run and farm strange coins or other parts of the game like the Prison of Elders, and basically grab money and save it up for some pretty good loot. So here we go. Here's Hunter. And in Destiny, we have a couple choices, well, three choices here for race. One is human, and male and female. The other is awoken, and basically in this game, the awoken is a subset of the human species that has evolved out in space, basically off planet, and because of that they look a little bit different. There's the male and the female. And the next option we have for race is the exo, and they call them the exo. What we'd consider them is sentient robots, and basically there's a male and a female. One question that quite a few people ask about Destiny is, really, a male and a female robot? Do they like get it together and create little robots? Well, that is a good question, and that hasn't really been answered in the game. There's a lot of speculation that the people that created the Exos wanted them to be somewhat relatable to the human race, so they created male and female versions. I'm assuming functionality is basically the same. But in this game, I tend to favor the awoken race, and I have a female hunter. So this hunter I'm going to create is going to be male, and we're going to move on to the face. As you can see, there's 7 choices. It's a little easier to see them if I get rid of the hair here off of the face. So there we go. And we'll just flip through the choices here so you can kind of get an idea of what each face looks like. They do have the ability to show a lot of different expressions. Well, a varied amount of expressions. You do have several choices for skin color. I tend to either choose the default or go one lighter on the blue or the gray. I think for this one, Yeah, I think we're going to go with the light blue. The lip color, just from experience, I generally go here or here, simply because you can basically choose a lot of options. However, on male characters, it tends to look like they're wearing lipstick, and not my personal preference. Um, let's see here. I think we'll go with that one. And eye color, the Awoken, as you can see, have some pretty nice characteristics around the eyes. They tend to sparkle and actually like glow, like they have a pretty good background, like LED lights instead of eyes, as it were. And I think that the eyes are one of the better aspects of the character and the race in general. And I think we'll go kind of vacillating between the white eyes and the light blue eyes. I think I'm going to go with these eyes just because it's a little bit different from other characters that I've created. Here we can have a varied style. In real life, this hairstyle pretty much represents as close as you're going to get to me. I keep my hair kind of short. We'll just flip through the different styles we've got here. One part of Destiny that I personally find quite frustrating during character creation is you cannot rotate your character to look at the hair on the back of your head. And I find that, I find that a little frustrating because you can pick different hairstyles and you can think, oh, hey, I got a really great haircut. This is going to look fantastic on my character. And you get in game, and when you're running around one of the social areas and you're looking at the back of your character, you're going, what the hell happened? I'm going to pretty much go with this one. I actually know what it looks like in the back. To be honest, I've gone through multiple character creations. I've played all the classes up to 30 and deleted a few and recreated a few just to give it a little bit more personal feeling to me. You also have the option on the human race for tattoos or on the Awoken for what they call marking. Actually, let's just take a look at the male human here. Actually, they do call it marking on the humans as well. Not as many options as some other games out there, but there's a few unique differences. But let's get back to what I was doing here. Pretty much what I had. Alrighty, and as far as markings go, for the male, I'm going to make these black colored so that they stand out just a tad bit better when you're looking at them. That kind of reminds me of a 3-year-old that stood in front of the mirror with his finger paints. And we've got the somewhat goth look. And yeah, I'd really not want to have to sit in the tattoo chair while they did that one all over my forehead. Actually, in all honesty, any of these seem like they'd be extremely painful, but hey, it's a game. Let's enjoy it. And I'm going to go with this one just because I do want to use some sort of marking, and I don't want it to be flashing ostentatious. Wow, it's been a long day, I guess, so far. and none of the others are really tripping my trigger here, so we're gonna go with that. And that's basically character creation in a nutshell here in Destiny. When you're done, you hit the finish button and it rolls you right into the first mission. You get to see a cutscene right off of the bat, and then it rolls you into a quick intro cutscene and then throws you right into your first mission, which is fairly easy. Gives you the basics and the ropes. You can also see that here on my YouTube site for the Warlock. It's the video that says Warlock First Mission. It shows you the entire intro cutscene and the basic mission introduction cutscene, throws you through the whole mission, and then shows you the two cutscenes that occur afterwards as you go to the tower. I encourage you to take a peek at it. The mission is identical between the Titan class, the Warlock class, and the Hunter class. The only exception is when you watch the video and you loot the chest that gives you your second weapon. The Warlock and the Titan get the same weapon. The Hunter gets one that's a little different. I'm not going to ruin that surprise for you if you haven't picked up the game and played it yet. But other than that, the missions are identical. Once you get to the tower, things change up a little bit, but I'll also leave that for you to find out when you pick up the game. So hopefully this answered the question on why I create the characters I create and kind of my little bit of a thought process behind it. As I said, my male characters are kind of like an extension of me into the game, and I kind of like the way this character looks, and I could pretty much imagine that's me playing Destiny. So hope you enjoyed the video, and hope you enjoy the rest of the videos on the site. If you got any questions or comments, feel free to leave them, and I'll do my best to answer them. Have a great afternoon. Hope you enjoy things.